everybody, and welcome to David Stead Studio. So today's a teaching day. It's the first teaching day indoors since, probably early March. I'm going to be teaching socially distanced, so I'm lucky enough to have a big enough studio that we can get probably 5, maybe 6 people in here. Today's going to be 5. Had to light the wood burner. Autumn's well underway. They should be arriving soon, and I need to come up with a plan. Can we just gather around a minute, just whilst I yatter on a bit? I mean, often, and I do go through this a lot, we end up doing that, little bits of eyes and things. Drawing is a whole body experience. It's not this. There's not tiny little movements like this. That's for writing. Drawing really should be holding your pencil like a tool, which is what it is. And I want to see arm movement and enjoyment and experimentation here. Don't worry about drawings, it really doesn't matter. You can screw them up and throw them away at the end of the day. So long as you have fun doing it and there's some investigation going on, there's some learning going on. Learning about the subject and learning about the process. Start to look at all kinds of shapes that are within the face, and you can just keep the pencil on the paper, because you're not trying to get a defined portrait at the end of this. You're trying to explore. You can start to build up these shapes really quickly, but looking at how blocks happen in the face and not where the eyes are necessarily, but there are structures kind of across the eyebrows and down around the eye and things like that. So they're big blocks. So I might look at maybe where the chin is and start to build that in there, and the jawline goes up like that, and so we end up building a face. It's a structure that you start to work on, rather than worrying about where the nostrils are at this point. It's something that you can visit later. We're just exploring how the shapes work, how the face works, how it's sculpted. Keep looking, keep exploring, keep finding how far it is from the bottom of the chin to the mouth to the nose to the eyes, and you will kind of learn a time value in it, so that that's how far it is, because that's how, once you decide how quickly your pencil is going to be moving, you can decide how far a thing is in time. It's this amount of time to get from there to there. You need to understand the importance of time in painting and drawing, in making art in general. A photograph is just a millisecond in time, whereas when we draw, when we create a painting, we do so over a long period of time, which is just how we experience each other. So if we're doing a portrait, we're constantly moving, or even if you ask a model to sit still, they're going to be moving around a little bit, and we see them from different sides. So we're documenting the time from when we start drawing to when we stop, or when we start looking to when we stop. That's kind of where I want you to start with it. Just explore all of the shapes that you could see. Break them down. When you see what we'll call a shadow, break it down into a shape. That will start to form the other shapes, the things that you haven't drawn, like the eyes and the mouth and things like that. They will start to appear.
Ears don't seem to be level with each other. Not the ones I've drawn, the ones I'm actually looking at.
Well done everybody. Some really good drawings this morning. I'm very impressed with what you've done. This afternoon when we start working with oil paint, we've got to work with palette knives because the structure that you've made in the drawings this morning will be translated really well with a palette knife. It's about planes and surface, so that should work well. I'm going to do a really short demonstration just to kind of give you an idea how I would start, how I would tackle this, and then, well, you can have a crack yourselves. It should be good fun, I think, but just bring the same level of investigation, exploration into the paintings that you did into the drawings this morning. Okay? Good. Okay, I'm just going to be working on paper with oil paint on this one. It'll dry really quickly. Well, you've seen me do this before. Let's get on. Okay, so I'm looking at the area around the eyes here to start. Everything in this area is dark. There's also this quite strong area down here that's really dark, so I'm going to bring that in. And here the kind of stubble and beard area has got a wholly different colour to it. Because it's cooler, I'm going to add some cobalt blue into this. Can you see already how the shape of the face is building? I'm going to just kind of suggest, oh, that's slightly lighter. I'm going to put a little bit more white in with that. Right, I'm going to start to add some more orange-red tones into it now. Just get this light down the side of the face here, and it's hitting the side of the mouth there, coming down towards the chin. These lights will get much stronger later, but right now I just want to kind of suggest what's going on. Top of the nose has some strong light there, and there. Right, I'm just going to pop in the dark areas of the hairline which kind of come in to there. That goes up quite a long way up there. Okay, there's some lighter orangier flesh comes down this side into there. Block that in. And it comes down here. Really nice strong hair in there. And that goes out towards where the ear is, which is somewhere in there. See, none of these marks are definitive or final marks. They're simply explorations of tonal values, colour and line. I'm making a decision about, is the area next to this area lighter or darker? Tonal values initially. This is the way you work across the kind of map of the face. A strong shadow comes in from under the eye to the cheekbone under there. What does it do? It comes straight down here. Really. And the neck comes through and starting to pick up light through there. Okay, I'm not really going to go much further with this. Anyway, there we go. Have a crack at it and see how you get on. Okay, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Why not? It's free.